Covering all things LEGO, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and LEGO cities beyond. It's Breaking News. Welcome back to Breaking News. I am Jason. This is Alex of Alex Noons. That's your channel name, I know.
It is, yeah, you're not wrong.
And if you are a fan of LEGO, and you remember going to Radio Shack to shop for items, this could be a place for you. I remember Radio Shack.
Radio Shack was cool.
Mostly I remember going in and thinking, what is all of half of this crap? Like there was a lot of stuff I didn't know because I don't know. I was a little kid when I'd go in and my dad would take me. Like,
Didn't Radio Shack come back for a little bit? Didn't they have like a comeback?
There was probably someone.
Do they still have stores? Is it still called Radio Shack?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I mean, Toys R Us is back. They were in the Mall of America, so who knows? But
Radio Shack, have you been there? Let us know in the comments below, and if you ever bought something.
I guarantee
you know what?
You know who's going to comment on this? Brickstar.
Yeah.
Oh, Radio Shack. Yes, I was there all the time.
I would buy, not necessarily at Radio Shack. I think mostly at the Walmart. The blank VHS tapes.
Okay.
And I would use them to tape Star Trek: The Next Generation. And it was critical, absolutely critical for me to capture the name of the episode so that I could write the episode names down on which ones they were, right? And so I get about maybe 8 or 9 episodes per VHS, right? And these are my prized possessions, right? Because, I mean, I have my Lego, but I love Star Trek TNG. And there was one episode where I just didn't get it. And of course, there's like, the quality is awful. It is awful, but it's all I had. And I was grateful for it. So I'm watching this, and it was when Picard goes to Risa on vacation, and he meets Vash, and they go on that expedition and that Ferengi, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know what this is called. The internet's not around, or at least I can't access it.
Did you even know about the internet at that time? Let's be honest.
Probably not. No, I think this is probably it was probably
your internet was the library.
It was later season, so it was 1992-ish, probably around there. And so I wrote down like, well, all right, I'll just call it Picard's Vacation. So I called it Picard's Vacation. It was years later when I realized, oh, it's called Captain's Holiday.
So you're close.
I was very close. The concept was right there. Picard's Vacation.
It's like
Captain's Holiday. Come on.
It's like
I should name the episodes.
The Lego Star Wars set, and then there's the Lepin Star Battle. You were so close.
Star Battle, yes.
But not quite the same.
So close yet so far away. Oh man, I wonder.
And the quality wasn't quite the same either.
I wonder if I still have those. I wonder if I still have those somewhere. Someone said you got to find that movie I made. Yeah. It's with those. Wherever it is with those. In fact, it might be on one of the same VHS tapes.
Ooh.
I don't know where they might be. If I don't have them at my house, I know that. They would be in my parents' house somewhere, and my guess is they're probably gone.
If you found it, do you have a VCR?
Do my parents have? I don't have one. Wait.
I have a VCR.
You have a VCR? Okay.
So if you find it, we can make it happen.
We can make it happen. Anyway. Make it happen. Make it so. Okay. All right.
All right.
Nostalgic Noons. There you go.
There you go. There's your nostalgic noons. Let us talk about some news. It's news.
Good news, everyone.
News at noon or whatever. What did we say that one time? That was funny.
I don't know. It was one time that we need to leave it as one time.
But think about it. This debuts at 10 o'clock our time, which is noon Eastern.
Oh.
So it is
news.
In one time zone. It's
news at noon.
Unless you're watching it somewhere else at noon, I guess, then it still applies. Okay. Have you seen some of the new sets that are coming out? I don't think we talked about it. Oh, you're going to use the...
Yeah. I have been using this quite a lot. I cut my fingernails today too, so this is like perfect right now.
With those, you cut your fingernails with the brick separator?
These, yeah. Oh. You know what's interesting about these is that they're not even a dime a dozen. They're free. You can get these for free at Bricks and Minis.
Not at the Lego store.
Not at the Lego store. They sell for $2.99. If
you're buying right now for
$2.99, you have too much money because that's ridiculous. They're not even worth 1 cent. But I will say this: when I use these, and I use these a lot. You know, I use them in the microscope a lot. Yeah. But they get worn out.
Yeah, the edge.
And I flip them back and forth, and eventually they're just like chewed up. And I'll go search for them, and I'm searching for, and I have a big, huge bag of them in storage, but I also have a drawer full of them, and I'll look through them like, these are all just scuffed the heck out, man. So they get used, and
Well, you know what you need to do.
I got to get. I gotta
You can
replace
get more
them.
if you buy some more Lego sets.
So I hear.
All right, so some new sets that are coming out.
Oh.
We probably
Oh,
should
are
have
we gonna
talked about
talk
this
about
last week.
We
This
should
would
have,
been
yeah, but we
more
didn't. So this is
particular,
old.
but
This is old news, but that's okay.
But that's what they've come here to expect.
breaking news is delayed news.
We are part of the A Fool network.
We are fools indeed. That's all right though. It's a good club. I like it. I fit right in.
Yes, if you put us together, it's Fool News. Okay, so there is the buildable C-3PO figure. We saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it was actually a leaked image, but I saw it. I'm like, it's kind of the same reaction I had with Chewbacca.
I think it looks better.
Than Chewbacca?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe I didn't
But
get
it's
a good look at
easier.
it.
I think it's easier
No.
than making the fur. Like that was the people had a lot of issues with. And have you seen the hands on that
Wookiee
Chewbacca?
with the fur. No, I have
Because we
not.
saw it at the store, and I think Tanya asked me. She's like, "Is that the hands?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
I don't remember
They're
seeing
like
the hands.
really funky looking. I didn't notice till she said something. They're really kind of weird looking. And I'm like, "Well, they're covered in fur, I guess. Whatever. I don't know." But I mean, I think it's okay. I mean,
Okay. Do we know how much this is going to cost? How many
it
pieces? Or
150
dimensions?
I want to say 150
$50. Well, you know what? It's about time because they've come out with a lot of R2D2.
Well, that's supposedly why they came out with the newer one that's smaller. Because they have two right now,
Yeah,
right? The two
the
buildable
two bigger
ones.
ones.
So it's
And they
more
have
in
the-
line with that
Yeah.
one, supposedly. No, we haven't seen it, but and it has the silver leg, which I thought was interesting.
It has a silver leg?
Yeah, you know
Is
how
that
the lower
early-
leg
Yeah.
on Tatooine is silver
Yeah.
in Episode 4,
Oh, it's that version.
or as us old guys call it, Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how old I was when it's like New Hope. What's that?
It's just Star Wars.
It's
yeah,
Star
you're right.
Wars. What are you talking about? All right. Well, there's that one.
There's that.
What about Bumblebee? Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, you didn't like it,
I did
evidently.
not
I'm gonna
like
guess
that
by
at
your
all.
reaction.
I was disappointed in it because I thought it would look better. I don't know why my expectations were that.
So, did you play with Transformers as a kid?
Yes.
Did you have the old school Bumblebee, the little small one? Because that's what it's based on.
I don't remember. I don't remember if I had that one or not. I had a number of them, various throughout my childhood, various combinations of them. I don't remember that specifically.
Because that was one of the original. It was a small figure. I mean, it was maybe that big.
Yeah, I remember those figures. They were awesome.
Because I had him. I had Optimus Prime. I think-
Well, you know what? Hold on a second. I did have him. I had a pretty sizable collection. They were the small ones. Yeah, like the.
And remember, you'd put your thumb on it to see was it an Autobot or a Decepticon
Yeah.
because we didn't know. Like, oh wow, it's a
Yeah.
mood ring on a robot.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, I mean, I think with what they had to work with, I think they did okay.
I guess so. But I mean,
It looks like the toy, I guess is my point.
yeah, it's fine.
And how do you make round curves on a small Volkswagen
Right,
Beetle? I mean, look at
right.
the first Beetle they did and all the...
No, it's okay. I'm not trying to rag on it. I don't know.
You don't
I
have to
was
like it. It's
thinking,
not going to hurt my feelings.
I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything, but I don't like it. Sorry.
That's fine.
All right. I know
I
you
didn't
had
buy
to-
Optimus Prime either, so...
Well, and that's the thing is because I have Optimus
You did.
Prime.
Now you got to get it.
Now I have to get Bumblebee to have the complete set. But I still say there's some value in just having Optimus Prime next to Voltron.
Are they going to make Megatron, do you think?
Ooh, I think that has to happen.
No.
Yeah.
There's no way they can make Megatron.
Why not?
Will they make Megatron? Yes or no? I'm going hard no.
Probably.
What does he transform into?
Yeah, I know.
A gun. No way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No. I'm double thumbing. No. We'll see. Watch, they're going to make it. It's like next week it's announced.
You thought we wouldn't do it. We're here to prove you wrong.
I mean, they have weapons in Indiana Jones.
Megatron.
So who knows?
Well, that's what came to my mind too.
I
But
know. This is a different scale.
it's
though,
a
I
different
think.
scale. Yes.
It's a big gun. Like, I don't know. Okay.
Pretty popular.
Maybe. Oh, so there's some new Star Wars sets. There is the Dark Millennium Falcon
Dark Falcon. That was interesting.
and the X-Wing mashup.
Yeah, I didn't care for the mashup. I thought it was like,
Did you see the
just-
trailer for the show? Because that's the Star Wars Lego special they're coming out with. That's what it's based on.
I don't-
Rebuild the Universe, I think is what it's called.
yeah, yeah,
So that's the whole thing. Like it's Ewok bounty hunters and
yes.
Darth Jar Jar.
I don't know, man. That's like mixing up like Star Trek and Star Wars. You just don't do that, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I will say that I thought it was kind of cool to see a dark Millennium Falcon. That's kind of cool and different. A Darth Jar Jar.
That's cool.
You know, that is kind of cool.
Well, you know that whole theory.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It was cool, but the other stuff, like the mashup of the ship, I don't like the mashups. The color changes are cool to me, but having a TIE X-wing or whatever that's supposed to be
look
called,
funky.
That didn't really appeal to me. It looked like somebody just mocked it. They just like, hey, we put these together. Hey, check it out, and that's what it is. I mean, nothing against it. It's fine. I don't quite like, even if it was a normal X-wing, I wouldn't buy it because I don't buy Star Wars sets unless they have UCS in the name.
And then not even all of those.
And not even all of those.
Land
sadly.
speeder. Okay. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, I don't think that's designed for adults. I think it's
it's,
the hardcore Star Wars fans, of course, but I think it's for kids to play with.
You know what? I'll hand it to Lego. They're doing something different with Star Wars. Sending the same junk all the time.
Yeah.
It is just, I will say it again. I've ranted about this before, and I'll rant about it again. They just need to chill on the Star Wars. I mean, I get it's their cash cow, and I get that they're renewed their whatever contract, but I mean, I still hold strongly to the fact, in my opinion, not fact, but it's my opinion, that they ruined the classic themes. Star Wars did. They came in and it just wrecked it.
I thought you were maybe talking about Disney and the classic Star Wars thing.
Oh, that's a whole other level of wrecked. You just go on the internet right now.
Have you watched The Acolyte?
Don't eat. No, I haven't. But apparently,
I've watched it.
That's a hot topic. We can't go there right now.
I'm not proud to say.
Talk
but
about
I've watched it.
talk about a storm, a certain kind of storm, crap storm. But irregardless,
I'll just say this: it's what happens when people who don't know about something. It's kind of like this is how I would say The Acolyte. When I was a kid, sometimes like in junior high, I would have a book report due, and I didn't really read the book, so I didn't know really what was going on, and I kind of made it up. I like looked at the picture art, maybe read the cover, and I'm like, oh yeah, this would be really cool. This will be great. Our house. It's about our house, and it's a house, and it's ours. That's the kind of way they did Acolyte. It's people who don't really know Star Wars. And there you go.
Not at all.
We're gonna move.
Well, that's exactly what I did in school. It was middle school, and I did a book report. And the day before, I went to the library, and I found a book. And this thing had to be like 300 pages. And I just read the back cover, and I did a whole book report on it. I turned it in, and I got a 0.
The teacher knew.
And my mom was like, "Why didn't you do this report?" I said, "I did. I turned it in.
I spent all of 30 seconds on it."
I don't know why I got a 0. I should have got at least 1 for showing up at the library.
I wrote my name.
The book. I wrote my name at the top and the date and the period 2, reading. Come on, give me some credit, lady. She hated me anyway. I was a class clown in school. I don't know if you knew that or not.
See, you know what you should have done? The classic move, I'll just tell you what you do, is you go and you tell the teacher, I'm not really sure I understand this part. Can you help me?
Yeah.
And
right.
they answer a few questions, and then
you got enough to go off.
Then you got at least a 10.
But yeah, that's so yeah. Basically, the score is 0. I think it's at 13% on a certain website.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even give him that.
It
much
is
credit.
Scoring lower.
Is it really?
Than the Star Wars holiday
the
special.
holiday special. No kidding. What's the holiday special at? Is that like a...
It's like 20% or something.
Ooh.
I don't know what's wrong with 80% of you people.
You guys have ruined Star Wars. So, see, Star Wars hasn't ruined Lego. I mean, it's fine, but it's kind of ruined the stuff that I want to see more of, the creativity of it all. But, man, Disney has really just...
This wasn't a topic I'd planned to talk about, but what it's done is it's moved really heavy into IP for everything. Like everything has a theme, and it's not just Lego, it's not just Disney. Every entertainment company is like this now. We've got to come up with something we can market and maximize money and all of this kind of stuff.
They already ruined your favorite. They ruined Indiana Jones.
How so?
Have you seen the last movie? Have you seen Kingdom of the Crystal Skull as well?
Yeah, I watched that one.
I'm sorry.
I don't know that was for money. I don't know why they did that. Crystal Skull.
Mindy bought that on YouTube.
Crystal Skull?
No, the most recent one.
It was okay.
And
it was better than Crystal Skull.
She's like, watch this with me. And I was like, all right, I will do that because I love you. And I watched that, and it was torture. It wasn't that bad. It was so bad. It was that lady was so annoying.
Okay,
Like, you got to be kidding me. And it made no sense. The CGI at the beginning, like Harrison is young at the beginning, and he's talking like he sounds old. Like, you can't dub the voice at all, man. I mean, anyway,
well,
look. I know you liked it. I'm just saying.
No,
But it
wasn't the worst, is what I said.
No, it was.
Crystal Skull was
I saw
much worse.
Crystal Skull once.
I will say this.
I don't remember it very
Swinging
well.
on vines with monkeys.
There
you go.
There you go. That's entertainment.
All you need to see.
You need to, but hey, look, like in anything, you need to suspend your disbelief. But that, like, I don't know. You know what? Compared to The Acolyte, I've not watched it. I don't watch any Star Wars shows.
So
I watched Andor. I like that.
Yeah, that's the
that
one
was
I'm
a good
looking
story.
forward to.
That was good writing.
I will say this is what I'll say, because I know there's a lot of
What are you
people
gonna
talking about, oh, Acolyte's woke, whatever. I don't know how we got on this topic, but
Star Wars.
what I will say about it, the things I don't like about it are that they don't follow things that have been established in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, someone who shouldn't be born yet is there. And that person who in episode 1 says, the Sith haven't been around for a millennia.
Yeah,
but all of a sudden, there's a Sith.
Oh, the forehead
100
guy.
years ago. Yeah.
The forehead guy in the
Kiada
council?
Mundi is his name.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
The forehead guy.
The forehead guy.
The cone head.
The cone head.
Yes. Anyway,
He's in this one?
That's one of the things. That's
So
the kind of
he's
stuff that
old
bothers
then,
me.
right?
Beyond the really bad acting, like, especially when they had these kids in it. I mean, it's fine, but I mean, I don't want to hate on kids, but it just wasn't good acting. Like, it wasn't believable at all. And then there's like these witches like singing. I'm like, what is going on here? The only singing in Star Wars should be Yub Yub.
Yup, yup.
The end of Return of the Jedi.
And smacking on top of the helmets
That's
of the
right.
stormtroopers.
That's
as
it.
drums.
No
yeah.
more.
That's
Maybe
it.
I take that back. We got Max Rebo and the band. We got the so there should be singing, but not that. That was not good. Anyway, we're done with that. Moving on.
Irregardless.
Shop of the World. Gift with
The Acolyte,
purchase.
have you seen it? Let us know in the comment section
I'm
below.
not even going to put that. I'm not. Please don't.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
The new Gift with Purchase. They've got a couple coming out. They're
Oh, yeah.
doing the. Remember, they had Houses of the World. Now this year they've moved to Shops of the
Yeah,
World.
yeah.
There was a flower shop and something else. I don't remember what the number 2 was, I think.
It was a number 2.
Probably. The next one is the Candy Shop.
I'll take you to the candy shop. I haven't
It
seen
looks
that.
okay.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's funny. Like, my wife really loved the Houses of the World, and she has no interest in these. So,
You know what? Yeah, my wife too.
yeah. Because I asked her, I'm like,
She
do you
loved-
want these? She's like, no.
Yeah, Mindy had no. I showed her the flower shop. She's like, nah.
Yeah. It's
like,
very
really?
strange.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been like, oh, here's
I
my
thought so
ticket
too.
to buy stuff. No.
Yeah, right. Nope,
So.
I guess not.
All right. The Microscale Ninjago. I think it's July 1st. The number 3 is going to come out.
Those are cool. I think those are cool. I'm not collecting them though, but I will say they look pretty neat though. Oh, never mind. I'm collecting them after all. So thanks, dude. I guess I'll get the other one too in my collection. These are cool.
Well, these aren't for you.
Yeah, they are. What are you talking about?
Do you know what bugs me about this? I'll just tell you.
What's that? The different sizes of the box?
No, the box is the same size.
Oh, but
it's
it's
just
different
not the same orientation.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get that right.
Come on, man. Let me see those.
Jeez.
Let me see those. Let me see the backpack. Check that out. This is the first time I've seen these. These are
Yeah.
pretty cool.
They're kind of fun.
275 pieces, 339 pieces. Now,
That's
these
why
are all
it
right.
was more. This was more points than this. This was, I think, 2,300, and this was 2,700.
Are they both available still? Or are they sold out?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I last time I looked, they were available, but you know.
Yeah.
But then you got to buy something, 2 somethings.
2 somethings.
'Cause
Yeah,
you can't get-
right.
You can't get. Heaven forbid you get 2 in one thing.
Jeez, seriously, man.
I mean,
Now,
just
these
send
are
them.
cool.
I can get them both smashed at the same time instead
So
of
you're-
separate times.
I'm collecting the big ones. You're collecting the small ones.
I guess that's
Okay.
about all I have space for. Space.
Space.
Did you like Joey's space?
Joey
by
did
the
good.
way?
That was a good effort. I appreciate that.
You
man.
could tell he was like, oh, I don't want to do this.
Space.
But I gave him a hard time. So then he mustered up.
Space.
Space.
You got to build up to it. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
just
pretty
roll it out. You
Yeah.
got space.
All right. Okay, so there's a topic
Okay.
we need to talk about. It's been a few weeks since it was mentioned
Oh,
that we were going to talk about it. We're going to talk about death.
dun dun dun.
So do you remember, I think it was last time we filmed, it was like right at the end of the episode, we were talking about like, what are you going to do with all of this when you die?
Oh my goodness, yes.
So, and you're like, yeah, I've thought about that. So, and sitting on a stoop, SOS sauce, I guess he calls it.
Sauce. I thought it was
Shy
SOS.
time. Yeah.
But then he said sauce. I'm like, oh, whoops.
Sauce.
I'm glad I didn't say
Put some
SOS
sauce on that.
in
Is
front
that
of
cool?
him.
Is that cool? Is that what
He
the cool
smacked
people
me.
say? Probably not. He interviewed Tiago,
Yes.
and they were talking about it, and that topic came up. And Tiago said, because I thought about an advantage. I can sell all my Lego sets. When you die, they can't sell your land sets.
You're not wrong, I guess.
I don't know, because you brought that up.
I can't sell them, but maybe they can.
That's what my wife said. Well, Mindy can. She's not. I'm like, I don't know. He's dead. What do they
Mindy's not going to know what anything's worth.
care? I know. So what's your plan with your Lego? What do you think is going to happen? I guess I'll start with this. Do you picture yourself having the whole big city, assuming you live to a ripe old age of, I don't know, 80, 90, 100, whatever it is, at the end of your days, do you see yourself having a big Lego city in the basement, or do you see maybe you only have a couple small sets, or you've given it all away and you had a fallout in land and you don't like Lego anymore and you're done with them? What do you see happening here? I don't know.
I foresee...
The last one sounds most interesting to me.
Yes. Can you imagine?
How did you have your fallout? I'm really curious about this now.
It's all a misunderstanding. No, they... let's see here. No, at the moment, let me get my crystal ball out. I feel like, given the trajectory of my life thus far, I don't see me ever slowing down. I see it being astronomically crazy, somehow, some way. Probably not in my home, somewhere else. Maybe the backyard, another location where...
You're gonna bury it?
No, I'm not going to bury it. Like, are you saying what am I going to do with it when I'm old, or what am I going to do when I'm dead? Like, what's in my will?
I guess either, right? I mean, you're dead. You're not going to do anything with it. But are you have you already told Mindy this is what I want you to do with it? Do you picture a lot of it already being gone?
Well, let's
when you get to
assume
that,
Mindy and I die relatively close together in age. Right? So, whether it's a year or two away, I don't plan on kicking the bucket early. I hope last a while. You never know. But a scenario is, okay, what if I hit by a bus tomorrow? I don't see Mindy keeping that stuff around. I would guess that she would consult my friend, who is somewhat familiar with Lego, or maybe even you, I don't know, on what some of the stuff is worth, and you're going to lie to her so you can get great deals on all the Star Wars stuff.
Please.
No, that's the thing is that, I don't know. I don't care. I'm dead.
Tanya already told me she's reaching out to you if I die.
What am I going to do?
I'm like, he'll be dead. He can't even get up from under the table.
No. I'm like, I'm stuck. Help me.
He's the one that talks about all the episodes about hurting and being old.
Dude.
Although I saw a meme this week, just a quick time out. It said, I've gotten to the age where I don't know if I hurt myself or this is just how I always feel.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Like,
that's so
funny.
true.
Anyways.
Both, I think.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't really have a plan. I want to retire. I look at the finances of everything on my age and when I want to retire and what I want to do. And a lot of what I want to do has to do with the Lego hobby. That's what I just want to chill and create. That's what I do in my spare time. That's what I plan on doing in retirement. Obviously spend more time with the Wi-Fi, maybe travel a little bit. But as far as the Lego, I don't care. It's my kid's problem. I don't have any plans to sell it. It's not my retirement plan. I mean, yet. Yeah. I mean, life happens. If something happened, I lose my job, or it just depends on what's going on in my life. I'm like, oh, okay, well, what do I have of value? Well,
a lot of time. So, for example, a lot of times people, as they get older, my mother used to own this house we live in.
Oh, okay.
And part of the reason she sold it is she said, I can't do the stairs anymore.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a real thing that'll happen.
It's a real thing, yeah.
Your kids move out, maybe you downsize, or you can't do the stairs or whatever. I mean, so there's you don't have a crystal ball to the, the point you made earlier. You don't know what's going to happen. Yeah.
Well, wasn't there, this is probably 5 or 6, maybe even 7 years ago, there was this dude that was selling his entire Lego collection. He was out east somewhere for $80K because he wanted to move out of the country and retire on a beach or something like that with his wife.
On $80K?
Well, I don't know if that was, he was just saying, just take it for $80K, But he had an impressive collection.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was worth $80K or not. Probably was. But that's a good question, though. That's the better question. Not so much what are you going to do with your Lego, what you foresee, but rather how would you get rid of it? If you're in a situation you know what, I'm 73 years old. I'm old. my hands kind of hurt when I'm doing this hobby. I enjoy the hobby, but I'd rather much just go to conventions and things like that and travel. So do you sell it set by set, or do you try to do a bulk sale of maybe just like my entire city, or all the modulars, or all the Star Wars collection and things like that?
Well, okay, so for example, talking about your city. First off, the market that's going to buy the entire thing in one piece, very small.
Very small.
Very tiny.
You're right.
Right? I mean,
Yep.
I don't know. What do you price your whole city at? I don't know. I'm not asking you to give a number, but just say 80K. We'll just take that as the guy's number.
It's inflation, 250,000.
Well, whatever it is. I mean, if it was listed at
That's where
80K right now, that's how many people are spending 80K on used Lego?
Right.
Not even new
Yep.
Lego to sell.
Yep.
So I think, for the most part, if you're trying to maximize your money, parting it out is generally going to be better for you.
That's obvious. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Now, that being said, maybe you can sell the modulars as a group, or some of the UCS sets, or all of them
Yeah.
together.
They don't have to be
But if you
segregated
do
in some way,
all
shape,
of them
or
in
form.
one, you're going to get you're basically paying for the convenience of
Yeah.
getting it all out at once.
Yes. And how
Right.
do you get it all at once? Let's say somebody does buy it.
Big truck.
Yes. All right.
And
Let's
a
box
lot
this
of
up.
young
That's actually weeks of packing. Boxes.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. But no, I think I'm gonna just give it to my boys. They can have it. That's what I plan on doing.
So you really hate them, huh?
They can do whatever they want with it. No, it'll be interesting because there's a lot of people out there that have impressive Lego collections that are aging.
Yeah.
And we're not seeing a situation yet, or that I've seen, where somebody has a collection, like let's say they've got 1 million bricks and they pass away, right? And maybe, I'm sure it's happened, but it's nothing I'm familiar with. But like,
Well, you got the castle set from an estate sale, didn't you?
yeah,
So
someone kicked the bucket.
They had some other sets, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I think
they
you
did.
said that.
Yep.
So, I'm not saying they had this type of scale of set, but
Yeah.
if it's some of those old ones that are in good shape, they probably had a lot of great other things.
Right. Yeah. So I should do I could probably do a garage sale of Lego, a Lego garage sale.
I mean, it's a hard question to answer, I think, because there's a lot of factors, right? I mean, yours is all in your basement, and if you can't do stairs, that creates an issue. If you get arthritis and you can't put bricks together, that's a whole different problem. Like, are you going to want to keep it around if you can't really do anything with it?
Right. Yeah.
Then it's just taking up space.
Space.
And maybe your boys will want it, maybe they won't.
Yeah.
Like, why do some people have a dark age and come back, and others have a dark age that goes the rest of their life? Just that's the way life is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's true. But yeah, you never know.
So
when
the
you're
answer
gonna
is you have
keel
no
over.
plan,
I have
and
no
who knows?
plan. I'm living for the moment, you guys. I am just flying by the seat of my pants, and but I don't have any plans to slow down. I mean, we're all out of space already. It's over. It's ridiculous right now. Even when people want to like give away Lego, I'm like, I can't take. I gave a bunch of bulk to like a 7-year-old last month, and like, here, take this. But I mean, I could take it all to a BAMS store and just say, like, hey, here's 80 pounds of bulk, But I'll tell you what,
It's $10.
yeah, right. But like they're doing me a favor by just letting me get rid of it, And a lot of that is pretty.
Well, I think, was it in the episode with Tiago that Shai kind of mentioned that about taking his sets to Bricks and Minifigs and selling them?
Did he say that in the episode?
He talked about that in one of his episodes, because he's like, I just take them, and I know I could get more for them, but it's just the being able to get rid of them.
Right.
But then he gets something else. So I don't think it's a save space issue.
Yeah, probably not.
It's just I want different problems.
Yeah, different problems. Yeah. No, I think what I will probably realistically do is, when the point comes, and there will be a point, and it's sad to say, but I'll get old enough where I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Whether it's health issues, whether it's other financial issues going on in my life, who knows? But yeah, I've had the thought, like, I could probably start listing all these sets on Bricklink, eBay, local classifieds at a decent price. Not like a crazy, insane price, but a decent price where people are like, oh yeah, I'll take it, and then just start selling them. And honestly, you can get, I mean, tens of thousands of dollars. You're probably thinking six figures if you do it right. You know?
Yeah.
If you do it right. If you're patient enough to do it that way.
I don't know. I mean, it depends. Like Tanya and I were talking about it, and you know, I think that, and even I think Shai had mentioned this. You know, he's like, my wife doesn't want any of this. You know, she's get rid of it all.
Oh yeah, for
and,
sure.
You know, he told her, you know, these certain people, see if there's any of these things they want. You know, because there's certain things people would be interested in. So, you know, maybe if I kick the bucket, Tanya might offer you a Wally.
Wow, that's I'm probably gonna kick the bucket around that time too.
But no, I think there's value in that too, right? Because, okay, a Wally, for example, you sell it for, I don't know, $200-$300 if you're lucky, I guess. I don't know. I haven't priced it out. What's that really going to do compared to, you know, if I know that's a set you've wanted or something like that. Like I think that would be cool. Like to make sure you have something that you're not going to spend that kind of money on.
Well, that's part of the thing too, is that you have an opportunity to be generous. To say like, okay, before I do this, when I reach out to members of my family or friends and say like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. Does anybody collect Lego sets or want these things?
Yeah.
You know, and kind of just go with that route, and that could be kind of fun, and then go from there. But it's kind of it's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's I know there's a kind of a morbid factor to it.
Yeah.
You know, but and no one wants to think about it. But as you get older, you know, I think a lot more about retirement and you know, that kind of stuff. So, and I will also say, if I die sometime soon under curious circumstances, the Wally deal's off.
Sorry, Tanya. No, are you doing okay? Anyway, so the Lego collection.
About that Wally.
About that
On
Wally.
that video, he promised it to me. Did you see that one?
Yeah, let me bring it back up here. See that? Yeah, that's what he said, his words, right? So what do you guys think? What do you guys plan on doing with your collection, your sizable collection, as it continues to grow?
I don't think probably most people have a plan.
No, I don't think.
I don't think people do.
I think they just like.
It's just like, oh, I like the set, I buy it. I mean, why do I have all this unopened Lego? Because I buy it and I don't have a plan.
Let's think about like another hobby out there that's kind of been interesting to me. They talk about these barnyard finds of these old classic cars, and it's usually some old dude.
American Pickers. You ever watch that show?
No, I haven't. Is that like that?
So it's these two guys. I don't know if it's still on or not, but it was on, I think, the History Channel.
Yeah.
Two guys. They own a place in, I don't know, Nashville or somewhere. Anyways, maybe Kentucky. I don't know. They go around and they drive to people's house, generally down in the South.
Yeah.
They can tell it's a house. Like there's like outbuildings and there's crap everywhere.
Yeah.
These are the places that they love.
Yeah.
Rusted out cars. Oh, that's our place.
Yeah.
So they go and they climb in these sheds or these, you know, semi-trailers, whatever, and they're leaking and it's just piles of crap, and they're sifting through stuff and they're buying this people's stuff. And these people, they've got more stuff, and a lot of them are, you know, they're kind of like what we're talking about. They're old. They're like, I don't know. I've been collecting this forever. I don't know what to do with it. Well, I'll give you $800 for the Coca-Cola sign. Okay, you got it. You know, and that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
So,
but yeah, along
I don't
those
know
lines,
how you find people because they don't have piles of Lego in their front yards.
But the thing is, that's junk mostly, right? But when you go into a barnyard find and you open this thing up, and then there's like a '67 Mustang, or a pre-'70s like Camaro or something like that, whatever the case might be, a Stingray Corvette, and you're like, whoa, and it's got 12 miles on it, you know, and there it is, and the owner just never wanted to drive it. They just bought it, parked it, and never touched it for decades, right? They're dead. They're long gone, and this car is just sitting here. And it's a find that someone else comes in and it goes to auction or whatever, you know. Lego, it's a different story. You're not going to find, like, people like us can identify, like, oh, that's worth money. That is a pile of bulk Lego that's junk. You know, it's not going to go anywhere. Just throw it in a landfill or burn it. Or
well, I think it's the same thing with all that other stuff.
It's not.
I mean, how do you know the difference between a junk car versus something that's really rare and valuable?
Yeah. That's true, but yeah. Do you guys have any stories of people with massive Lego collections kicking the bucket, and what happened to their Lego collection? We'd like to know. So let us know in the comments section below of what the heck happened, and if it was their
How
wife,
did it end?
their spouse somehow had. I don't know what happened. He just suddenly fell down the stairs and broke his neck.
See, the question I was thinking is, what do you have a plan for your Lego?
Do you have a plan
That's
for your
okay.
Lego? When
You,
get
you
old?
can ask for morbid stories.
Or
That's
if
fine.
you already are old, what are you doing?
All right.
Well, I don't know. We beat that one to death.
That's all right. Should we do some
Oh,
paddle things, or do you want to do?
I agree to disagree.
What do you want to do? You want to do that first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. We have
We've
a
been-
few different ones.
We've been
this
agreeing a
time.
lot lately.
All right. Well, I'll try to find some that we don't agree on. First one: acquiring more Lego brings you happiness. And I put acquiring because for most of us it's buying Lego. Some of us it just shows up at your door for free.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, free.
Hey,
Yeah, let's see here. Does it bring you joy?
acquiring more Lego brings you happiness.
It brings you happiness. I mean, people are thinking like, dude.
This is a
I
thumb
mean,
thing. We gotta.
All right.
Ready?
Acquiring more Lego brings you happiness.
Yes. So, do you get happy if you get more Lego? Does it make you more happy? That's essentially the question, the statement.
All right, I'm laughing. I'll explain later. Okay, go ahead. Ready?
No, I don't think it does.
Temporary happiness. But then when you're trying to figure out where to put it,
That's
you're
what
like,
I'm talking about.
ah, okay.
Not momentary, like ooh.
It's the moment of like, like when you bring it home, you open up the box for the first time. It's always exciting. That's happiness.
Yeah.
Okay. Long term, that's different. We can all.
I remember
we
the
can all
first
find-
time I went to your house, and you had like a bin like on that landing as you go down the stairs and then turn.
Yeah.
And you had a bin with some loose Lego in there, and you had something somewhere else. And I remember you were like, "Oh yeah, someone sent this to me. I don't know. I got so much Lego." Like I was like, "What are you talking about? Like you hate Lego?" And I mean, we already know the statement. Yes,
Yeah,
we know this.
We know the statement. Yep.
But I mean, it's not to say they don't have cool builds, but I'm starting to struggle with this more, and I'm like,
Yeah.
am I buying stuff because it's cool, and I have stuff that I don't know if I'm ever going to get to build it, and if I do, what am I going to do with it? And okay, I find somewhere to put it. What do I do with the thing that it took the place of? And so,
How about this?
That's where
How
I
about this?
struggle.
Acquiring Lego as a kid brought so much happiness.
Well, you couldn't get enough.
Yes. Acquiring Lego as an adult, we should specify, could bring temporary happiness, but long-term potential problems of space.
Well, not only that, because the other part about it, I think, because I'll get stuff at the pick-a-brick wall, or I'll get, whatever. You've got to sort it out, and I'm constantly cleaning crap. I hate it.
Yeah.
Even if I build a set, I get, I don't know, 20 little pieces left. I put them in a cup. Before I know, I have this cup full of little random pieces.
Yeah.
I figure out what I'm doing with those.
The random pieces
And
drive me
then
nuts.
I've got, someone gave me this, and where I'm gonna put that, and it just.
How about this? Does acquiring more Oswalds bring you
That
happiness?
is yes. That is not the problem. That is not the problem.
You know what? You mentioned sorting, and I have a Jimmy story with sorting.
Okay.
So Jimmy goes downstairs and he gets Lego or builds something and brings it upstairs, and he does this. He's been doing this over years. And last Sunday, I look at his little workstation. We have a little table set up for him in the living room.
Okay.
It's completely covered in Lego bricks.
No.
And then on our dinner table, tons of Lego all over the place. And I go, okay, Jimmy, we got a problem here. We've got to probably bring a lot of this back downstairs because you're bringing up too much Lego, because he'll just bring it up. He never brings it back down. It's
Yeah,
always bringing it back up in small doses daily for months, if not years. This has been going
adds
on.
up.
Okay. And I'm like, the scope of this is crazy. So I tell her, Mindy's like, okay, I'll bring it all out. Let's dump it all out into one big pile and let's organize it and kind of restart here. So she puts it all in a single pile on our ottoman. Now, coming from me, this has got to mean something. This is the biggest single pile of Lego apart from brick slopes, that I've ever seen. It is deep. It is huge, like a 4-foot diameter, probably 6 inches deep. I'm like, how did this happen? This is incredible.
So it's like one of those tables they have at Bricks and Minifigs with the parts.
Yes.
Sorting through. Okay.
That's basically what it was. And it's all specialized pieces that he has continued to steal, not steal, but take
He
at
uses
random
it for
all
this
over the
thing
place.
and then he's done with
He's
it.
like, he knows where all the things are, all the pieces, and he likes the moving pieces. So Mindy spent 6 hours on Sunday just sorting. And she got that pile down to maybe a fifth of its size. And there was a box full of moving pieces. There's a box full of Technic pieces. There's a box. And guess what I found? You're not going to believe this.
Was it the red figure?
The red figure was in
you're
it.
from the...
I saw that one. I've been looking for this for months. And it was just a torso.
That's the
And it
one
was an
from the
arm
spring
missing.
Oh, of course.
And I went, oh, Jimmy, you had it. So he kind of did. He totally took it. I thought somebody randomly just grabbed it. One of my...
You blamed one of the neighbor
I did.
kids.
I did. It's like somebody must have just taken this.
That's funny.
Because I haven't seen it in any of his stuff, but there's so much of it that it was just always covered or it was in pieces. So I pieced them back together. We found the transparent head.
Did you find the other arm?
I found the other arm.
No legs?
I found the legs. They're monochromatic legs.
Okay.
So they were okay.
Yeah.
So I pieced them back together, put them back, and I went, oh, darn you. As I thought it was just gone, man.
Were they just plain red or were they translucent red?
The head was translucent red.
I thought the
legs were
torso
not.
was.
No, I looked it up. I looked it up online.
I have it. I
and-
could look. I don't care.
Yeah, but I looked it up. I was like, okay, we got
That's fine.
this thing. Oh, man. But thanks, Mindy, if you're watching. You're probably not. But if you are, thank you for doing that because it was out of control. So now we push the reset button. Now he still has a bulk amount of Lego up there still, absolutely. But it is much more in control. It was funny watching Mindy work, man. She gets into this zone and she'll start ordering around like, I need you to go downstairs and get 3 more cups and 5 lids. I was like, okay. Went down there, got them.
These pick-a-brick cups, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay.
She got it all organized for the most part. Like, yeah, that was insane. Jimmy, dude, wow. Good job. He's passionate about that, but he still wants me to take down half of my city so we can put a couch and a TV downstairs.
Then you don't have to walk all those pieces upstairs. They're already down there.
Yeah, then he's going to just have his own pile downstairs. You know what? Maybe he's onto something there. I don't know. But let's say, hey, you know what? Going back to that, would you... There is some value, like if you got older, to kind of downsize your collection. Not get rid of it, but just downsize it.
So that's kind of what I've been thinking about. I'm like, there's a lot of cool themes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need, though, to cut back what I'm collecting? Like, I used to see people, like, for example, minifig people, Star Wars minifig people.
Yeah.
Because you'd see these sets at Bricks and Minifigs, and it's just the ship, and the figs are gone, and someone... they paid, I don't know, $100 for this, and they probably got $15 for just the ship because they wanted the figures.
They want the figs.
But then I think, I used to think that is such a stupid thing. But now I think, as I've been thinking about it more and more, I'm like, minifig is this big, ship's this big, 3 of these versus 1 of these, there is some method to the madness.
What I foresee, and I agree. I like the minifigs. I've only recently started. I keep saying I recently, but it has been years at this point. But what if, instead of having the city, I don't have a city anymore. I just display modulars. I display icon sets. And instead of tables, it's more shelves. So there's actually space to walk around and have a basement, but also have your little collection in it. Now, granted, I still have to downsize quite a bit, substantially, like a lot, to get to that point. But to get to that, maybe it would look more organized.
So I've seen people
manageable.
I want to say Shy has his like this, but they have like the modulars on the shelves, and they've got them lit up or whatever. I think he does, right? And you can see them, and it's I've seen people like I remember someone calling it like Shelf City or something like that, and they have a street that runs along the shelf, and I mean there is something that's kind of cool about that, and you see it, and it's like wow, that's kind of neat. Yeah, and I could do that, except I put other crap on.
And that's where you can like your scale city. Well, it is, and it is big. You can put lights in it, and it works. Like mine, I'm not doing lights. I'm just never going to happen.
Yours is different because you didn't Mills plate. Like that wasn't even a thing back then.
No.
You know, and
old
if you
school.
haven't Mills plated, it's very hard to put lights in it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to put lights in it even if it is Mills plated. But I don't know.
Yeah. So there you go. That's it. That's probably what I will end up doing. Is like, okay, this is too crazy. Like cleaning it. Like I know if I get too old to start cleaning it, and I'll be like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I can't crawl up on the table and those hard to reach spaces.
I mean, think about how hard it is, because
It's already
you talk
hard.
about getting down on your knees and
Yeah.
hurting your knees, and
Uh-huh.
you know, it's not going to get easier. That's what we've learned about getting old,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
You're
This
never
is good as we're gonna feel.
You're never going to feel better going forward than you feel today. That's a disappointing feeling, I know.
Yes. Good
So
stuff.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
you know, it's at least I get to choose what comes to my door. I mean, I guess you can tell Lan you don't want sets, but
I have actually been declining quite a bit. There was a lot of what the challenge with some of that. Like I'll give you an example. There was an example of when I declined because it was a bunch of, it was like 4 Technic sets, and so I'm scouring the internet trying to find what these are, and they're
was this
relatively
like the Space Rover one that's coming
no,
out?
that was different.
Okay. Trying to help you out.
Thanks,
Anyway,
I appreciate that, buddy.
Not you. I was trying to help them, so
Oh.
they knew what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, there's sets.
It was not the space one. It was just for like smaller scale Technic cars that are like
Oh, okay.
race cars or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a pullback motor, but they're Technic.
That's fine.
And I was like, none of these look good. Maybe one looked okay, but I was like, I'm good. And then I got another one where there was 3 Technic sets. 2 were kind of like a medium-sized Technic, kind of like the size of, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like, I don't know, like kind of a medium, like not quite as big as those Icon, like the Lamborghini, for example.
Oh, the Countach that just came out.
Countach, but not quite, but in Technic, right?
Okay.
But not as cool. Like they're pretty inexpensive. But there was one that was, I think, very similar to the old Technic Defender, that olive green one,
Yeah.
which I loved. I loved that one. I was like, oh my gosh, if it's just like that, I want it. So I accepted that one. And the other 2, I'll just like, okay, well, I'll figure something out with them. Just show them on the review of the one that I want, you know.
Yeah.
So that's always a challenge, is when they group them together. But if it's like a big set, like the 1/8 scale, it's a single number, and you look it up, like, oh, yep, I know what that is, and I want it. Usually, if it's one set, it's an Icon set, or it's something big or special, and that's when you're like, okay, this could be something cool. Mostly, I don't know, like the Simba set, I was like, that came with the 2, like the small one, right?
Yep. Yeah, I was surprised you accepted it.
I'm
if you
surprised I
didn't wanna
accepted that
review it.
too. I don't know why. Well, I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, that looks like fun. But when I got it, I was like, it was crazy time. And it worked out for you guys to kind of help me out with
Well, I
that.
think Tanya enjoyed building it.
I'm glad she
something to
did.
do.
I'm glad she did. It was.
Now
it
we
was nice
can
for her
tell
to do
people
that.
we're land members when we
You
go to
are.
the meeting.
You are more than just
We
land.
made
Jason.
land videos.
Yeah, you guys. We can all be.
That's
in there.
good. Get out.
Get out of here. But I don't know, dude. Like that begs the question. Talking about the land meeting when they kicked you out. I mean, they didn't kick you out. They just asked if you're not an ambassador, get out of here. But I was like,
Well,
well,
that seems very much like getting kicked out.
well, this ambassadors only. So if you're not a Lego ambassador, you can come back later for another meeting that's not ambassador. But there was people in there who were in recognized communities, but they're not the ambassador.
Well, so isn't that, I think on the A-Fool chat we have with them, one of them brought it up about, you know, having someone on your team.
Yeah.
Because, who is it? Beyond the Brick had,
Yeah, the
they
Hammond
said they have like
brothers.
40 people on their team.
Yeah. That's
So-
a big group, right? But
know.
Emily had her hubby with her. You know, I'm like, okay, so if I had Mindy with me, she didn't have to leave. You know,
No?
I don't know. I would feel fine keeping her in there with me. You know.
No.
But you're a different YouTuber. You have your own channel. You know. I don't know.
Not that they know.
Not that they know. Yeah, they wouldn't know that. But are we doing agree or disagree? I am so lost now.
We were, yes.
Are we still doing it?
We
What
could-
was the
yeah,
last
we-
question before I went on this tangent? Oh, it was, do you find happiness in
Acquiring
getting Lego?
Lego gives you
Yes,
happiness.
we do. Move on. Jeez.
Okay, here's a good one.
Oh, boy.
I have opinions that are not widely accepted by the greater Lego community.
That's a dangerous question. That's an easy one
Are
to
you
answer.
ready to answer?
Hold on. Wait, okay. Let me make sure the wording is right on that, because we always get this.
I have opinions that are not widely accepted by the greater Lego community.
What's the greater Lego community?
You know, the people out there. Oh, you can't say Legos! Or stuff like that.
So we're not talking about Lego. We're just talking about people in the community.
We're talking about the general Lego community.
Well, that's safe.
Lego's too expensive. Like, that's the kind of thing I would say most people tend to think. There's a few people that probably don't think it's too expensive, but, you know, that kind of thing. I'm not saying...
I wish I was that person. Man.
Are you ready to answer?
I don't know, man. But, you know, gosh. It could be either one. Okay? I gotta make up my mind here.
You've made it up? This is really exciting, watching you sit there and think.
Well, it's kind of twisted
Welcome
in my
to Alex
mind
Thinking
because
Time.
Yep.
Maybe we need a timer now, and not the Jeopardy timer. We don't have that kind of time. All right, ready? Think of what you're gonna do. Your next thing you think of when I read this statement.
I can just do this randomly. Okay. All right, go.
I have opinions that are not widely accepted by the greater Lego community.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Wow, you agree with everything they say, huh?
I think, generally speaking,
I'm not saying all of your
my
opinions.
opinions.
Oh, you speak for the Lego community. Is that where you were going with this statement?
Because
that's what it sounded like.
The truth comes out. I have found that when I am communicating with people in the wide community, as you so speak, that my opinions seem to align with people in the community. Like, we say things like, yeah, I agree with you. Why did they do this? Or why did they do that? Why is it this way? Why is it that way? Why do we say this? And why are they making this and not that? I find that I generally agree with the overwhelming majority of the community. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I would agree that probably most of my opinions are in line with what people think, but I definitely have some that are not.
Well, sure.
And that was the point. Like,
but that's okay. But I think, like, okay, what's the scale saying to me here? For the majority of it,
I guess what I would say,
it's mostly this. Wait,
okay.
Or what did I say?
It's mostly I don't agree.
It's mostly I don't agree that I disagree. So you worded that wrong.
No,
my opinions are very similar to that.
It's not my fault if you confuse yourself in reading one sentence.
Hey, you got confused already, so I don't. Whatever, man. So, well, hold on a second. So, what do you bring it up? The Legos thing?
No, I mean, you know, I don't think. I mean, there are some people that are very definite on that, but like, for example, go back to a couple times ago, the scalper thing. I think more people are against scalpers. You know, they think there's a difference between scalpers and resellers, and I don't. Right? That would be one type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, there's a vast number of people that think there should only be Lego and no other brick building products out there because everything else is garbage. I don't necessarily agree with that.
But what's the mainstream things that the community is saying? Bring back Castle, bring back Pirates. They're saying it's too.
And I don't agree with that either.
It's too expensive. They're saying that usually sets that I think are cool looking or whatever. They agree, and that's why it's so easy to represent the community in the land, because usually I'm pretty consistent with what my community that follows me, that watches my content on YouTube, is saying or thinking. So it's easy for me to be consistent and represent that community when I'm making my reports back to the land, because I'm like, yeah, I think this, and yeah, they're saying the exact same things, and you know, I think sometimes I'm a little too nice, but you know, anyway, irregardless, I stand by it. I think, and I don't know, dude, because there's so many things out there that you can agree to do. It's like,
well, and
it's
that's
not like
the
it's
thing.
religion
it's not,
or politics, man. You know,
it's not. I widely disagree with the Lego community, but it's maybe there's a few items that would be hot button issues that you don't agree. Like you wouldn't have the popular opinion.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that's the way I read it. So anyway, whatever. There you go.
Popular opinion.
There's your agree to
All right.
disagree.
We disagreed a lot.
There you go.
Wasn't
That's
there
what
two of
people
them?
wanted. Or you wanted, or I don't know, someone wanted it.
Hey, we're delivering.
You want to do your food thing or a shirt thing, or should we do them
Let's
both?
do the food thing really quick. So I was helping my friend move something, and she gave me, well, not just this, but some other goodies, because that's how I get paid, is through candy. I'm just kidding. I don't charge her anything, but she gave me this. It's Japanese.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Like she had.
I know these are beans on the front.
Well, it's like
That's red beans.
red beans, lima beans.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably edamame.
Sure, if you say so.
Soybeans.
But I only have one, so we're gonna have to share this.
All right. Well, let's take a picture of it first before.
Oh yeah, sorry. Did you want to take? Oh, you can't
I
take a
can't.
picture because your phone is in.
I mean, I
use.
could. Here, let's take a picture. There you go. But no, you
So,
did this. It'll
un
be
momento,
better.
por favor.
So, what does this say? Can you tell us?
Yes, it says. I
You might have just sworn. You gotta be careful.
I did. I only know how to swear in Japanese. So let's see here.
It's okay. That's
I can't
probably
get the
enough.
number. It's got 99. Is that the number of calories in this thing?
Maybe it's the cost.
99.
99 cents.
99 yen. All right.
Well, they do have 100 yen stores in Japan.
Ooh, it looks like it's like a
You know what it looks
wafer?
like? It looks like in Empire Strikes Back when Luke is on Dagobah and he's eating those little food
It
bars.
does.
That's what it looks like.
It does look like that.
How you get big eating food of this kind?
It's very light.
What does it smell like?
Oh, it smells like cocoa.
Yes, it does.
If I break this, is it gonna go? Oh,
Ooh.
oh, there you go.
Do you want the bigger half or the smaller half?
Yeah, I'll take. It's fine. I'll take this one. It's got kind of like a chocolatey center.
Wafer filling kind of thing. It's like a breadstick almost looking.
Oh, this is exactly like. Oh man, what are they called? They're like those little wafer cookies that are like chocolate and they're pink and vanilla, like the Neapolitan looking
The like
cookies.
swirly ones.
They're not swirly, like, but they're like those little rectangular wafers, and they have like a cream filling inside, and then they have, gosh, what are they called?
Oh,
I haven't
the
seen
wafer
them.
cookie?
Yeah, they're
I know
wafer
what you're
cookies.
talking about. Okay, I thought you were
They
talking about the
taste
round tube ones.
exactly like that.
But they forgot the sugar.
It could be sweeter. That's what my wife tells me. I could be sweeter.
No.
So, speaking of my wife, really quick, I had a procedure done where I was in anesthesia, and of course, when you're coming out of it, you feel fantastic. And I mean,
Is there going to be a good video we're going to get to see?
so that was what ticked me off, is that I had my camera on the dash cam ready to record it, and it recorded everything all the way there, but all the way home, nothing was recorded, and it was gold, you guys. I said so much. Mindy did take, I think, a video of me as I was kind of coming out of it. I was like, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't see anything like weird or crazy. I just was very talkative.
No.
And I was like, I had an opinion about everything, which is surprising.
See, that's where we could have found out if you
But-
have opinions against the Lego community.
Yeah, you could have asked me then, because I think I even had a rant about. I was ranting about how some restaurants don't put your order on the pickup tray when you come in. You got to ask for it, and they go around like, "What's your name?" Alex. Alexander. Yeah. There you go. Why can't I just pick it up? You know, I mean, he's like, well, honey, they have to make sure no one's stealing it. I bet there's people stealing it these days. I'm like, I go into this restaurant. I won't say which one, because there's one that really ticks me off. And it's filled with orders, depending on what's going on. Like, there's 20 orders on this tray.
Is it Chipotle?
No, I stopped eating at Chipotle.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Actually, it's always the Harriman. It's the we have a Harriman curse where it's just like the service is terrible. I'm sorry if you work in the service industry, well, restaurants, okay. But what I'm trying to say is that why do you have a tray out here? Not a tray, like shelves,
Yeah.
multiple shelves that says "Pick online orders, pick up," and nothing's there. And I go, "Hi, I'm here for my order. What's your name?" Alex.
So I will tell you
Alexander?
this.
Yeah.
I will tell you this.
Tell me this.
because I did DoorDash for a while,
Oh yeah, you did. You were a dasher.
and people were stealing food. Like people just
Okay.
come in and walk out with the food.
Yeah, that's messed up. So if that's the
And
case,
the other trick people would do, because I started going to stores, so the way it works, I assume it still works the same. I haven't done it for over a year, but you go in and you show, you would show them the order.
Yes.
And then you'd get the order, and then when you're leaving, you'd swipe, okay, you'd confirm you picked
got
up
the
the
order,
order.
yeah.
Well, I remember when I went to a store, and she's like, I need you to confirm the order. And she hadn't given it to me yet. I'm like, okay. So I confirm it, and then she handed it to me.
Oh.
And I realized what people were doing. They
Oh.
would come and show the order.
Uh-huh.
They would get it, wouldn't confirm it. They would then cancel the order. Like, I'm not going to deliver this. And they would take $100 in food or whatever and go home and
no
eat.
way. That's so wrong, man.
Yeah. So-
That's messed up.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And so there's a lot of problems with stuff
Yeah.
like that. I mean, you hear the
I get
people
that.
eating your
But-
fries in the way or whatever, but
But the thing is, I think what bugs me is that they're out there on a Friday night full, and I go in there for lunch, and it's behind the thing, like not even visible, and they got to go get it for me. I get it, but
maybe they were still making it fresh.
irregardless,
All right.
I was a little annoyed. I was under anesthesia, okay?
Okay.
I was, but Mindy was really sad when I completely came out of it, and I was back to my grouchy self. She even texted my boss. It's like,
He's
"Aw,
grumpy."
he's back to normal.
It's back to normal.
Yeah, anyway, that anesthesia, man, is the best. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
All right, shall we
Let's
do the
search.
thing?
Woo!
Old guy.
New shirt.
Again, we're doing another 9 because we're catching up. We got to
We're
catch up.
catching up. All right, let's do this.
So he was still doing yellow
doing yellow
truck
trucks, yeah.
reviews
Uh-huh.
because he has a lot of them. Got a Vsauce shirt. Looks like it's Vsauce from
Yep.
Miami Vice or something.
Miami Vice.
That's what it looks like to me.
Hey, Circle K?
Yes, strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Oh,
Do you know what
man.
that's from?
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K, my friend.
Wait, oh. No, I know that. What is the okay, no, don't tell me. Hold on. Shoot.
Bill, what? Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
They're yelling at you right now.
I know, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm failing my people.
They asked this question about this quote on A Fool a couple months ago.
They did, yeah.
And I
don't
knew it.
remember. Good job for you. Okay, let us know. I forgot.
I'll just tell you, it's from Bill and Ted.
Oh, dude.
Because he wore this because it was
yeah.
Bill and Ted Day.
Bill and Ted Day.
I didn't know why it was Bill and Ted Day. That part I wasn't sure of.
I
But he has a
failed,
Circle
sorry.
K light. Like one of the light. It was. That's how we started the video. All right, and then next we've got his yellow
Dude,
truck collection.
That's just epic, man.
Wearing his yellow shirt.
Yellow.
It's like the food pyramid.
Does it have sugar at the top?
Well, it's funny because
Has a pie?
it looks like
It almost looks like a
Lego
pie.
parts. See, they're all Lego
Oh man,
parts.
you're right. It is. That is awesome.
So, kind of funny.
Man, what a cool collection of shirts, and he's only halfway done.
Yep. Next, we've got another Bragg shirt.
Oh boy, what year is it?
It doesn't say. This is different.
What?
Empty. What is it?
Douglas,
Enjoy the flavor of Coffee County while bragging in Douglas, Georgia.
Oh, we're gonna assume
So
it's
maybe it's like
1992
part of
or
the
something.
thing. Yeah, I don't remember. And that was when he bought the insect collection, and I think he was surprised with how good it was.
There you go. You can still surprise Jabbo, huh?
Yeah.
Woo, 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 woo.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
You're gonna get the
Classic.
Pac-Man set.
I will admit I do want it.
I know you talked about it before, but I don't know.
But
what are you
that
gonna do
price
with it?
tag is, and yeah, what am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
You know, give it to my dad, I guess. I don't know. What is he going to do with it?
Yeah.
You know, I bought him one of those little jukeboxes for Christmas, like maybe 10 years ago, and it's cool. But it just looks fantastic. Got the bubbles. You know, it's like,
Like
a
a
small
full-size one
It's a
or
small
like a
jukebox.
tabletop one?
The tabletop one.
Okay.
But it's still good size.
Okay,
It's
no,
not
that's fine.
tiny. It's a radio, right?
Yeah.
And but they're really cool because the bubbles go bloop, 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 and it's just sitting there in his house. You know, I mean, he doesn't use it. It's just more of an aesthetic, you know, decoration. That's what it is. That's what that would
Just
be.
like your Lego.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I know.
Most of the Lego, I do try to interact with it a little bit, but I digress.
Next, we have a classic
Classic space, Mr. Smack.
And he was showing his Brick Clicker magazine, Brick Clicks. I think
Brick Clicks, huh? Man.
Yeah.
Jimmy was asking me about Jabbo recently because he had.
Was he asking where's Jabbo? I heard that a lot.
Where's
last
Jabbo?
week.
No, he was saying like, what's that guy that has the spacemen? I was like, what are you talking about? Like he has the whole collection of these guys, and he showed me the Technic minifig. I was like, oh yeah, that's Jabbo or Brickstar. He's like, yeah, that's cool. So you impressed Jimmy, Jabbo, with your, and you impressed me too. I like that. Those are cool. Those are cool figs. But the thing with Jimmy is that what was left of this minifigure he had, he snapped his leg. So this kid, man, because he has to take everything apart, but he's just too rough with it. He just breaks it. Those things, man. Anyway, there's one less Technic leg out there.
Yours is now a little more valuable.
A little bit more valuable, 0.001%. Sorry, continue here.
So next we have some sort of, I don't know, it's like a cone, but I don't know what all the circles are. I don't remember.
Some sort of engineering
this video I
thing,
remember more about the pig. What's his name? Percy Pig. It's a 4-piece set.
4 pieces.
It's like the pig, the wheelbarrow, a shovel, and I don't remember what the other thing is. I think he was complaining like there's only 3 pieces in here. I could be wrong, but
wow. Ultra Agents.
Yes, this was a set. I'm trying to remember the story behind this one. He was trying to see if he got scammed. He purchased it kind of like a dirt cheap type thing where they get stuff back, but he opened it and all the bags were there.
Oh, good.
And I don't know.
Bird.
I can't remember what the
Got
deal was. The bird. I don't know.
Bird is the word.
Should we just like make up a story? Like it looks like I think that was when it was the Raven because he's really into Edgar Allan Poe. Remember that? You're supposed to go with this.
Yes.
Okay.
Totally. Oh, what is that? TMBG? Together my bag grows? I don't know. What could that be for? I don't know idea.
Yes.
It
looks like the Pittsburgh Pirates, though.
It does, doesn't it? I like that construction set. I remember seeing that construction
with
set.
With that big dump
I thought that was cool. Yeah.
Tipper.
That's a cool truck.
Like the whole box. Like it's mostly the tipper part. So anyway. So there you go. There's your episode of Old Guy, New Shirt.
They might be Goonies.
They might be Goonies. There you go.
Yes. Awesome shirts.
They must be Goonies.
They must be Goonies. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All right. We have.
They might be gone.
Okay.
Well, beware of Gorn. Hey, I need that sign.
Okay.
Beware of Gorn. You guys.
Well.
Gotta find it.
So.
Do we have a thingy?
We have a community commentary. We might actually have 2, but let me show you what we have. If I can find it.
Bricklink, buying Bricklink stuff again. I had a Bricklink order the other day, and it has 0 feedback. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I've invoiced it.
What would they order?
They ordered a $55 Star Wars set.
That's not.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. They've not paid me yet, and it's been probably about almost 2 days.
But if they're new, they don't know. So
yeah, I'll ask them after 3 days. You want this or not? Hey, is it from?
So we have a
Mr.
special submission for community commentary. It's a review, a set review.
A set review?
Yes. So
okay, this should be interesting.
Now this one, I will tell you, it does include music.
Uh-oh.
I have a version with music and without music.
Oh, dude.
However, the music that is included, they composed and performed.
No.
Yes.
Joe's with his girls.
Yes.
Oh, man,
now,
this is great.
This is by Joe Bowling. And so I'll let you watch this. You haven't seen this.
Were they all at, both of his girls were at Brick World, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
They did both come.
I saw the pictures.
So.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Now this is about 3.5 minutes long.
Just kidding. I just have to do that. You know that, guys. Come on.
Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Science Officer Emily.
And I'm Julie.
What do we have here, Emily?
It appears to be a Klingon bird of prey, sir.
It is actually the special Bricking News Signature Edition bird of prey.
That's rare.
Is it valuable?
Well, you certainly can't find it at dirt cheap.
All right, let's open it up and start building. First of all, we'd like to thank Jason and Alex at Breaking News for sending us this set as the prize for winning their 1-year anniversary contest. This set contains 253 pieces. There are no stickers in this set. There is one printed tile, and all other details are brick built. The biggest flaw in this build is that the wings will not hold in place. There was only a single weak connection point for each wing, and every time you set the model down, the wing would fold back up, putting it at risk of falling off again. However, we really like the look of the finished model. And there we have it, our Klingon bird of prey. What did you think, Emily?
Well, the thing I liked about building it is that I didn't drop any pieces on the floor.
But what do you think of the final model?
I think that the angle that we got the wings at is impressive because, well, they kept on falling off.
That is one of the problems we had in the model, is that there is definitely inconsistent clutch in some of the bricks. One of them being that there is only one connection point for the wings, so that was very fragile. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend this as a play model, but I think it does look good as a display model. And it even has this nice base that looks like the Klingon emblem, along with a printed tile indicating that this is the bird of prey. Julie, what do you think about the model?
I think that it looks pretty cool, and they did a good job of making it look like it did in the movie.
And what was your favorite part about building it?
Eating the gawk instead and not building it.
And what do we think the most impressive feature of this model is?
The cloaking device.
The bird of prey was introduced in Star Trek III, captained by a character played by Christopher Lloyd, before later being used for time travel in Star Trek IV by slingshotting around the sun. As Jason of Breaking News mentioned before, Lloyd also played a time machine owner in the Back to the Future movies. So we did some comparisons between the two machines and their crews.
For example, the Klingon bird of prey could hide using its cloaking device, while the DeLorean hid behind a new housing edition sign.
And the bird of prey saved the Earth from being destroyed by a probe, while the DeLorean saved Hill Valley from having a bully build a casino.
In addition, the bird of prey operates in space. And the DeLorean operates on roads, railroads, and where we're going, we don't need roads.
Of course, feel free to pause the video to see our complete analysis. We thank you for watching our video, and remember, today is a good day to build.
Okay. There's so much to take in on that. It's so good. Why do you guys have to be so good at this stuff? Okay, so all right.
Let me show you these pictures first.
Okay, show me the pictures first.
So
I gotta say so many things here, man.
All right, so here you go. Vulcan residents transported. Spock. DeLorean, Darth Vader. Concealment, the cloaking device, and the housing sign.
Yep.
Fusion reactor provided by the sun and Mister. Fuel for the time travel. Aircraft carrier.
Trash can.
Trash. Technique crew used to subdue obnoxious person, the Vulcan nerve pinch. Manure.
I hate manure.
What you see when you travel happens. Clouds that look like heads. You're going to see some serious...
This thing hits at 80 miles an hour.
Operates in
space.
And
roads, railroads, and doesn't need roads. So awesome.
Actors who played the original owner, Christopher Lloyd and Christopher Lloyd.
Oh yeah.
Actors who took it over, T.J. Hooker
and Alex Keaton. Yep. Funny. Four-legged animal passenger Tart. Einstein.
Unplanned female passenger.
Dr. Taylor. Jennifer Parker. Yeah.
Whale capacity. You saw that.
2. Yeah. Can't fit any whale on the DeLorean yet. History changed. Saved whales from extinction, and the Mullen Ravine was renamed. Travesty. The Earth destroyed by probe. And a local bully builds casino in Hill Valley. That was well done, very creative, and Science Officer Emily, very well done. And I just enjoyed Julie just eating the gach. That was brilliant, and the Mountain Dew was great. But I have one question: was the gach alive, or was it not alive? Because we all know that live gach is the best, right? But yeah.
So I saw him after I had seen this because he sent it just before Brick World. So I asked him, I said, so I have to ask about Julie because Emily, she was really into it.
Yeah.
Julie seemed like she was
just like, yeah. And she
almost
went down
forced
for a
to be
while.
there. And he's like, yeah, that was kind of it. She was just happy to sit there and eat the gach.
Eat the gach. Yes.
Like, that's funny.
Very well done. That was just perfect. Great. That was a great review.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thanks for sharing that with us. And you know what? The prize is well deserved. I'm sorry about the wings, but nothing we could help about that.
We didn't design it.
Well, that's why I said nothing we can do about that.
All right. Oh, here we go. The poll.
Ah, the
talk about the
poll.
poll?
Let's do the poll.
This should be pretty quick. So you remember 2 weeks ago, we had a special episode.
So long ago. Yes, the special
The
episode
Brick
of
World,
Brick World, Chicago.
The question was, and we used the agree-disagree method again.
Oh, one of those again. Okay.
Well, you like that, I thought. That
That
was for you, man.
Yeah.
But evidently you're telling me it's this, so whatever.
Boo. Yay.
The Brick World Chicago episode of Bricking News was an enjoyable change that should be used for other LEGO conventions Jason and Alex attend.
Yeah.
The options were agree or disagree.
No, don't do that. It sucked.
Well, it was different. That was why
was
I
different,
asked.
yeah,
You
it
know,
was.
Was that entertaining, or would you rather we just find someone at the convention and have an episode where we chat with them for an hour? I don't know. It was just different. So,
Yeah. For sure.
95% of the 102 votes
Said no, don't do that.
no, they agreed. We had 6 comments. Let's see what they said.
6 comments.
I don't
huh?
know what they
Okay. What did they say?
Let's see. Beans Bricks.
Beans Bricks.
Definitely enjoyed it. With all 5 Brick Stars would be awesome. Jason, Alex, Joey, Jabo, and Earl.
Dude, that'd be kind of fun to get us all together on a live one.
Do you want me to tell you something
Oh,
about
tell
that?
me something about that.
I was talking to Joey. You and I have met. Joey and I have met.
Yeah.
And Brickzar and Joey have met.
Yes.
None
But
of the 4 of us have met Earl.
nobody has met Earl.
None of the 4 of us. I'm not going to say anybody. I'm sure someone's met Earl.
Maybe
but
I've
none
met
of
Earl.
us. So this is what I told Joey. I said, I'm thinking, because this was after he told me this a couple days later. I said, I've been thinking about this.
Oh boy.
I said, what if Earl is really not an actual person, but he's like an AI generated person, and that explains like the machine is buffering, and that's when it's like, because he was gonna meet him, he was gonna stop and see him when he was driving up like a day or two after Brick World, and something happened and he couldn't make it or something, I think. So I'm still going with Earl is AI generated and not real.
I believe the Earth is flat before I believe that.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to throw.
What do you
it
think
out
about that, Earl? Or are you AI?
there. Yeah, you and your dirt cheap pets.
Dirt cheap. Super sus, man. Good stuff. Yeah, we may never meet him. Who knows?
Yes. Let's see. In a galaxy far, far away, said, great episode. Love that so many people have heard about your blog.
That's cool.
Maybe others know, but you gonna at least update me on who the special YouTube guest star was? Did Jabo make a surprise visit? So there was a poster that they had. It was on Sunday. Like one of the last panels was, I don't know, YouTube creators.
Oh, YouTube. Yeah,
And they had a couple people on there, and then they said, with special guests. And, you know, the joke, Joey and I were like, oh, we got to quell the rumors that it's us.
Yeah, because I would have thought it was you two, for sure.
And he wants to know who the special guest was. I didn't go. I don't know. So I actually had left by then. Because it was Sunday afternoon, and we were going up to Minneapolis. And
The special guest?
Yeah, I don't
was
know
it a
who-
YouTuber?
I would assume some sort of...
But they already had some pretty sizable YouTubers there,
Yeah,
didn't they?
I mean, I'm guessing... Well, but, like, for example...
Creators.
Maybe it was like M&R. I don't know if he was on the poster, or maybe it was Tiago.
But he was out there walking around. Tiago's
I
a
don't
big
remember
deal.
who was on the poster though,
Oh, I thought Tiago...
because I kept giving Shy a hard time. Like, are you the special guest? He's like, no, I am not the special guest.
Was Brixie there?
I did see Brixie, no,
He's been there before.
probably.
I guess not this
I don't
one. Well, he's busy
It's okay.
doing his stuff out there.
Hey, you weren't there, so, you know.
I know. I was that.
None of the big deals
That
came.
I was a special guest, but I couldn't make it. I had to cancel. All right, guys.
Let's see. Whoop, whoop. Charlie Wallace said, "Where's Alex? LOL. Hey, Jason, you did great. Thank you."
Right here.
He's right here.
Yo.
Bricks on an Island. As the tickets from Amsterdam to Salt Lake City are still about $1,000, it would be really nice of you to do a Brick Slope special. Well, we did one last year.
We're gonna we plan on doing a Brick Slope something because that's 2 months away. Well, a month and a half now.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yep.
Yep.
Where's Alex?
If you're going to come, you can get single day tickets using our special discount code, 10% off.
Yeah.
It'll be in description.
He needs 10% off on that $1,000 ticket.
No, not that. That's other people.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway. And then we have Chef Eddie. It
Chef
was a real
Eddie.
change. Not only did it come from a convention, but there were no rants. Except the one Lego Oswald made while you were doing the blind build. Wow. I bet you get demonetized for that one. Well, I don't really get much monetized to start with, so no big deal.
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah, so there you go.
There you go. All right. Well, I guess we have an opportunity based on that feedback to crank it up.
Yeah.
Come Brick Slopes. There you go.
I don't know. I just was curious if people found that to be interesting.
I found it
where
to be
we keep it somewhat similar and a little bit different. So
Yep, yep, yep. Well, didn't we do that last year at Brick?
we did something similar.
Yeah.
You know, but we'll see. I don't know. Are any Lego people coming?
Shall see.
Do you know?
Lego people?
Yeah, like big deals.
Duck Bricks
No,
is
no,
coming.
like official Lego people.
Oh, official Lego people.
You know, like the head of LAN or head of Brick
Not
Lane.
that I've heard anything.
Okay.
No. I mean, we're going to be there. We're kind of big deal, so.
Well, yeah, you are. I know, because everyone kept asking me. Where's he?
Apparently, this is a big deal.
Let's see. Should we see if there's any questions or comments from the last episode? I don't think there was too many, so it should be pretty quick for you. I know that's what you like.
I like reading comments. I read them all the time on my own channel.
I don't. It's only been a few. As of recording, it's only been a few days. So let's see. And I did like your intro, by the way. I don't know if I talked about it last week, but
Yeah, it was okay. I could
I
have
thought
done
it was
better.
entertaining. No, it was different.
It was different. Yeah, I'll give it that.
People they still got their Alex fix. Is I
Yes,
guess what I would say.
exactly.
Okay, so Mothra said,
Hey, Mom.
"What was that Ryan guy up to digging Lego out of the trash?" Great episode.
That was funny.
Yes, it
Yep.
was. It was funny. I tried to keep that a little low key to kind of be a surprise for people. I don't know if it was or not, but
It was good.
Judy says, "Awesome, well done." The other guys too says, "Awesome. I've turned into a running joke." Well, me too. You should see me run. Victory is mine.
Victory's mine.
Actually, my wife asks me a lot about that. She's like, "Is this the other guy? The other guy too, or the other
Theo,
guy,
other
or
guy."
Theo, other guy?" You know? I'm like, I have no idea. For all I know, it's just the same person creating different things to screw with us. But as long as we get views from each of them, that's fine. Jimbo Bricks, great way of highlighting the other guys. I don't know which other. I guess maybe me and Joey. I don't know. That's the problem with the other guy joke. I never know who we're talking about
Two
anymore.
worlds together for 2 thumbs up.
But it was kind of fun to see him, like, because we've interacted on the stream and stuff, but it's like, I don't know.
He did
It was
great.
fun.
It was fun.
One clever pig, Jason's #1 convention chat line. "Excuse me, sir or madam, do you like old men?"
What a line.
So that whole thing, I'm like, we'll ask people, have you heard of Breaking News? It'll be great. And then when it got to actually doing it, it was so awkward. I'm awkward, yes, but it was just something about, I'm like, just going up to random strangers and being like,
You ever heard of Breaking News?
Do you want to be on YouTube? Like, I don't know. It was
With the
it was
strangers
embarrassing.
or just the
I don't know.
people-
It was, I realized that was not my comfort place. Anyways.
Okay.
I don't know. He also says, "I loved the episode for real. The way you flipped between chatting and looking at mocks was really nice way to watch/listen
Yeah,
to."
it was. Yeah.
Beans Bricks, what a great episode with Joey and too, and we got the insight of the BDP
Yeah,
program.
that was actually cool.
Also, some amazing mocks, especially like the Fabuland Star Wars. One day I'd like to visit and meet you all.
It'd be great
Well,
to meet you too.
you can meet the two of us at Brick Slopes
Just
this
the
year.
two of us at Brick Slopes.
Well, it won't be just the two of us. There'll be many other people, but
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. That's one thing we've got to figure out. Like, we got to come up with a way to let people know where we'll be at certain points.
I don't even know where I'm going to be at certain points.
No,
man.
but I mean, when we're there, we got to figure out something because I've had a few people they were looking for. me
yeah,
and,
and we might
find
be
me.
in some sort of
So-
secret meeting.
Oh well, that would be you. I'll be sitting outside crying.
In the fetal position, rocking back and forth.
Did it to me again!
there.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Come on in, Jason. No, they changed the rules, man. You can come in, totally.
Oh, they said you could come.
Ah, sucker!
Come sit up front. It'll be really good. It's a good seat.
I'm sitting there like,
Why do you got your camera out, Alex? I thought this was secret. Oh, no,
we're good, we're good. Ready?
Guglieri, cool special edition. Love seeing Tim appear as I follow his channel. Yeah, Tim was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Also I think he's coming to Brick Slopes, by the way.
Nice.
I think I saw they posted a
That'd be
thing with him.
cool.
He said he might, but I saw
Oh,
it
right
looks like
on.
he's going to.
I got his
Also,
card.
quite interesting to hear from Lego how they have planned and how they work with Bricklink sets.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
cool.
I was surprised to hear him say, no, our plan is to do 3 a year, and
Yeah.
this is what it
it's
is.
every 4 months. It's a new
gonna-
cycle. Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
don't. It'll be interesting to see how long the market will support that. Like,
Yeah,
will
even,
it get fatigued?
even Series 2 looks like it's a little fatigued to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing like that, I mean, it's over already. It ended a week and a half ago or so. But I was surprised to see that the train on the Trestle Bridge didn't do well. I'm wondering if they still think that's a success. Like, is it 3,000 were good? Is it still great? Because the Mushroom House and the Brick Cross Station
train
were
station.
gone in hours.
Yeah.
The other three, they're just like.
Well,
Ominous Isle is the next one, and that's like at 60%,
Yeah.
or was.
Yeah, the Ocean House, that one struggled.
Ocean
and
House.
I don't-
I could have told you that was going to
Yeah.
struggle, but surprisingly, the train struggled more.
yeah.
So
Did it do worse? I
it
didn't
did
think
worse. It's the worst. It did the worst out of the 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It didn't
Well,
even
that
get
was one
halfway
thing
there.
that was interesting. I got to see all of those sets built, and I got to see the boxes for Series 1.
Ooh.
They had all of those.
Awesome.
So, the trellis was interesting to look at because it's not
Yeah.
a track. It's actually just 1x4
That's just on
plate
its sides,
or tiles,
right?
on their side. So.
Interesting. Yeah.
Cajun A-Fall.
Hey.
Hey, not everyone down here has bad internet. Great episode as usual. I think Joey
Check
said,
stuff
we'll
out.
fundraise for
Yeah.
Louisiana
Get
internet.
some better internet down there.
Yeah, it's just that AI guy. Chris Nelson. Oh, he was featured. He was the one that had the micro build city.
Oh yeah, Chris,
Or
right?
the county, I guess I should
Yeah.
say.
cool.
Super cool episode. The different discussions and guests mixed in with the Brick World highlights and clips between worked really well, in my opinion. It was great meeting and talking with you both. He's not talking to you. And huge
figured.
shout out to Tanya for all the camera work that went into this episode. And of course, many thanks for the feature and community commentary.
She did a great good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Recording.
Any time that I was just being filmed, she was holding the camera.
That's awesome.
The
Way to
only
go,
exception
Tanya.
would be when I was interviewing Chris.
Yeah.
That was Joey when he was zooming in
Oh,
on the
okay.
city and whatever.
Gotcha.
So,
You did great too. Good job, Joe.
Yeah.
Who's how to handle the camera?
Yep. Highland Bricks. Thanks for some real Chicago content. The only thing big YouTubers covered was pizza and Lego store. Great episode. I did have pizza. I did go to the Lego store, but I didn't think it was interesting.
Big YouTubers wanted.
So
they're that
when we were
vlogging
there,
around.
I'll tell you this, it's kind of funny because I think I know what he's talking about. We went to this restaurant. Joey's like, the first night, he's like, we're going to go to this restaurant and get pizza. I'm like, okay, we'll go. So, and I can't remember the name of it. It's kind of a bit of a chain, at least in the area.
Okay.
But we go in there and, you can order the deep dish Chicago pizza.
Yeah.
And they tell you it takes 45 minutes if you want it, blah, blah, blah.
Ugh.
So, it's fine. We order. And we got there early. I want to say like around 4:30.
Okay.
So we ordered and, we're waiting. And probably, I don't know, 15 minutes before our food came out, all of a sudden a big group came in. And it was all of the big YouTubers. So it was, Shy and Tiago and M&R and,
Yeah.
whoever else.
Wow.
But I told Joey, I said, well, at least for the first 30 minutes, you were the biggest deal in here. So. Let's see. Pasta Jensen, happy little accidents.
Did you have a happy accident?
I didn't have any accidents.
What's he talking about?
I don't know. Were we talking about the stanchion? Maybe that's the only thing I could think of.
Maybe.
The person that bumped into the
Oh, yeah,
stanchion.
yeah. That.
I don't know. Let's see. Howard B. Love that intro.
Yes.
There you go.
Somebody saw it. Yes.
I thought it was the beginning where it shows the city.
Yeah, everybody just like they were like
Minneapolis to Fiverton.
Oh yeah, that's what they want. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. That's awesome. I love that part. It's my favorite part.
Mike 77902. Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Joe Bowling, nice on-location reporting. I appreciate both Brick Trains and Jason sharing a bit of what goes on in a big Lego convention. Well, you were also there, so there was that part of it.
Indeedy.
Bricks in Space.
Bricks in space.
Nicely done. Looks like both of you had a wonderful experience at Brickworld Chicago. The wonderful part of watching other people's experience at Brickworld is seeing what is shown. Even though I spent 2 days looking at all of the displays because it's such a big show, you do tend to miss things. And I sometimes see builds that I missed in videos like this one. Jason, I'm curious. I only saw one Bricking News sticker on a build. It was the moon landing TV set build.
Cool.
One of my favorites of the show this year. It was not in the video though. Did you have other builds you really liked? So there were. And I put out a few, and like some of the builds, so like Shy, I already had given him the tile personally, so I didn't put one in front of it. So there was a few like that where I didn't put it. But there were a few different ones that I really liked. There was I really liked the Willy Wonka.
Oh
So
yeah,
the
that
person-
was
it was-
impressive. All
It
the
wasn't like
different
one
rooms.
big build. But
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
like
several different ones.
The whole story kind of following along.
That
So
was cool.
That was cool. Someone did something similar with Napoleon Dynamite. And that one was shown. It was pretty quick. Did you see it?
No, I didn't. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, so it was kind of fun because it had like him at the, the secretary's desk at the school, and it had a big chapstick up above, and it had, just different things there, and it had the tetherball pole and playing tetherball. So
All right.
I liked that. I thought that was cool. Yeah, there was a number of different builds. Of course, I can't think of them right now. I mean, the Disney World, I saw that
one. Yeah, that was impressive.
that one was cool. There was the Lucy one. I did like that.
Yeah, that was neat.
And there were some big ones that were cool. And this is why I hate to talk about it because I'm going to forget some. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some of them that I really enjoyed. So
There you go.
Mardi Gras Man 23, awesome episode, great recap, and apparently I'm the new other guy.
Now you're the AI guy now, apparently, Earl.
You're the AI other guy.
Jeez.
I'm going to start this rumor. SG Bricks, I enjoy watching interviews mixed with showing the displays. Keep on bricking.
Keep on bricking.
From Belgium.
Oh, wow, Belgium. There you go.
Stud Sidious.
Stud
It's an interesting conversation with the Bricklink designer program employee. It is possible to get high detail in a mock with great stability. College design professors are always harping form and function at students so they can begin to think about those things in the beginning of their process instead of just visualize aesthetics. The BDP sets are a great mix of that.
Yeah.
That interview was great.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
like that. It was a good interview.
It was mostly I just let him talk and I tried to come up
He
with
is a
some
good.
questions.
He talks.
So
He does talk a lot. Yeah. In a good way, though.
yeah, well, and that was the nice thing. Like I didn't feel like I needed to interject much.
Yeah. He's great to volunteer information.
Sometimes you talk to people and it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that wasn't the case. MG, that was fun. Thank you. You're welcome. Brickstar says, Josh, not slandering me was very honorable. LOL. Jason's reaction to the stage. Yep, I get that. I also agree with Shy's reasoning for having a separate podcast channel. Love his passion for his podcast.
Yeah, I agree. It's that too. Yeah. It was good reasoning.
So do you want to put it on the other channel? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't care. Like, I just do this for fun. So if you want to do it on a separate video channel, whatever. I mean, it doesn't hurt my channel. I'm just like, it's just an additional video that shows up every other week, But the same people watch it.
Yeah. I mean, and I think maybe if we, because this is my concern, if we all of a sudden just move it, especially now after a year.
It's too late.
If it builds up a good following, then maybe, so if you sign up to Bricking News podcast channel on YouTube,
I like how people will they'll follow or subscribe to Breaking News, but they don't get the Breaking News podcast, right? So there's that,
Yeah.
right? So
Are you enjoying some of the? Because we're trying to do some stuff on there now. Are
Yeah.
you enjoying the live stream and some of the little things, the pre-caps?
I do like the precaps. I do like them.
So I don't know.
It's a fun teaser.
I
It
tried
really
to do
is.
something. The one for Brick World was a little bit different.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh, how am I gonna do this? So my thought was, I'm gonna try to like do like a 80s or 70s TV special show, like a TV commercial.
Yeah.
I don't know if I failed or succeeded, but that was my thought behind it. I went on YouTube and watched some old 80s previews of shows.
Oh, yikes.
Brick Trains. Oh, I know that guy.
Hey.
Awesome episode. Well, he's partial. Brick World was fun. We're going to have to do this again. Come on out.
For sure.
Come on out. You can still be a co-host. I don't know how we'll do with 3 people
You can
and
just
2
take
microphones.
you can just take
but-
my spot again, Joey. It's fine. You did a better job anyway. I just kind of stand there and like,
Maybe that's what we should do. We should make an episode with you and Joey, and we'll do an episode with me and Joey, and we'll put them up and compare and see which one does better. So we'll know if they like you or me better.
Or is
We
it
already
just
know.
Joey that they're trying to watch?
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, because never mind.
We'll do the same script and see. Because our scripts are so good here.
They're so good. They're so well done. So well thought out.
Thai Novell. Today's sponsor was one of the best ever. If you liked that, you should have checked one out last year. Did you notice I reused their sponsor video?
Yeah. I was like, this looks
That
familiar.
was the first one we've ever reused. But I
Hey,
did.
wait, we can reuse them?
No.
Oh, dude,
No,
I
no,
gotta
no.
cycle through mine.
No.
I've made like 30 of them.
Yeah.
Probably
No,
more
no,
than that.
No.
Sponsored
I
videos?
have clearly made more than you.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
I'm just
okay.
saying.
Okay, whoa, okay. Just
Thumbs down.
Just pump
I'm
the brakes there, buddy.
I'm just saying
What are you saying?
that I've done more than you, I think.
Fair enough.
Because when
You
it's
can do
Monday
them all
night,
if you want.
I don't want to. That's the problem.
Are we painting ourselves into a corner with that?
Well,
Today's episode is brought to you by no one.
that's okay. Wait till you
By
see.
the thumbs down sign.
Wait till you see what last week's episode was sponsored by. I already have a thought.
Oh, do you? Okay.
You're gonna be like, really? And I'll be like, yep, that was it. You'll
It's all
see.
right. Some are better than others, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll work out, but at least I won't have to do much. Okay, Chef Eddie, good to see the guy and the other guy team up for an epic podcast. But irregardless, Brick Built Lego Oswald was the real star of the show. Yes.
Yeah, you brought him along for the ride, huh?
Yeah. I kind of got sick of carrying him around.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. It's like you're carrying on your
I
toddler.
would ask people, like there's a few people that we took pictures with. I'm like, do you want Oswald in it? And I think some humored me. They're like, sure.
Yeah, sure, that would be just great.
That'd be cool. Oh, and Ty Novell says, yeah, Big Oswald did great.
Did
We'll
great.
let him know. You did great, buddy.
Awesome
Good
job, dude.
Zack Attack Productions.
Zack Attack.
You guys should come to Brick World Detroit in the fall. I'll likely be there once again and would love to meet you guys in person.
Oh, Detroit.
We'd love to meet you too. I don't know that I'm going to Detroit in the fall though.
Why not?
Well, because I have other places I have to go. My daughter's moving, so I got to help her get to Florida.
That is a big deal. Well, you have an excuse this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your excuse? You can go.
Yeah, sure.
Detroit. Safe place.
I've been to Detroit.
Have you?
I went there on a business trip, 15 years ago. And I stayed in my hotel. We stayed in a sweet hotel. Like, it was like, what was it? It was like like auto themed, obviously. It was sweet. Like, it was luxurious.
Like your room was a suite?
But it was, oh, you know what? It was after the bubble popped on the housing market.
Oh, so like 2009.
So it
or
was 2009, 2010-ish, around there. And man, it was crazy to see so many just abandoned, not just houses,
No.
but factories. Everything was just abandoned and run down and graffitied and looked rough out there, man. Hopefully it's not like that now, but I don't know. Depends on where you go, right? I mean, it's like here in Utah. There's some places in Salt Lake you're like, I need to get out of here. But we live in a pretty chill neighborhood. Pretty safe. Like, Jimmy just runs around the neighborhood and knocks on people's doors and goes to the neighbor. He's just like it's like this second house, which I love. I love that kind of environment for him.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's realistic everywhere, but I mean, it's not.
No.
Irregardless, Detroit.
We'd love to meet
Motor
you,
City.
but I don't know that it'll be this year. I guess this is the moral. You could come to Brick Slopes, though.
You can go to Brick Slopes.
It's easier for you to bring one person than us to bring two.
That's true.
That's our dispute. There you go. Let's see. The other guy... Oh, let's see. The other guy, 36...
My gosh.
As a timestamp of 107, so this is during your intro, does the chair count as the mini build? Yes.
Yes,
it
it
did.
does. I built it myself. Ha, just kidding. My engineers did.
You already had that. You didn't build that for the thing.
Yeah,
right?
I already had it.
Okay.
It came with Captain James Tiberius Kirk in the very first Brick Slopes Lego convention.
So can I tell you something?
No.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
go
going
ahead.
to anyways.
Do it.
When we were driving out, we got a flat tire in Nebraska, right? So that set us back like 4 hours.
It sucks, yeah.
I was planning to make some more content on the way out there for you.
You were?
Yes, and it was for you. It was for no one else.
Wow.
I mean, other people would watch it and
I
whatever.
feel so special.
We were driving through Iowa. Do you know what happened in Iowa or happens in Iowa?
Yeah.
What?
Fill the dreams.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
We're not talking about Fill
This
the
is
Dreams?
something that's going to happen in the future.
Oh, that is the birthplace of Captain James T. Kirk.
There is a town where you can go and visit the future birthplace of James
They-
T. Kirk.
they have
a
that-
statue
that's-
and they have a marker. And
There you
in
go.
one of the bars, like on the ground or something, there's a sign that says. Anyways, I won't tell you. This is where he was conceived, it says.
Here's where I was conceived.
I don't know.
It was a
very
glorious
funny. Or
moment
where he will be. I guess.
full of amazing emotions.
I was
going to
go and do video of that, but
That would have been pretty cool. But hey, it's a thought that counts.
but when it was 12:30 at night, I realized it was going to be too
Probably not
late.
going to work that way. They just did that with Captain Janeway. She just got a birthplace marker, and it's got her statue there too. So, yeah.
So the statue they have isn't William Shatner. It's a General Captain Kirk,
Really?
probably for copyright reasons. I
Oh,
think.
okay. Well, this bust of Janeway is her. I mean, it's straight up her.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And she must have authorized it. But he's a bigger deal.
I fully authorize this.
In her Captain Janeway voice.
And
That's
then
cool.
The last one, Ty Novell. First comment.
Ah.
Negative Noons is going to downvote this. Boo. There you go. Here, I'll dislike it on the thumb. There you go. I don't know. Is that what you want?
Apparently, I need to downvote it.
I guess. I don't know.
No.
Okay.
I helped create it, though.
There you go.
There you go, guys. Man.
Let's see. We did shirts. Did we do food? We did food. Did we
We
miss
did the
anything?
Japanese food. I don't know. We probably did, but we can't remember because it's late at night.
Yes.
But no, this is good. I wanted to, yeah, because like we've had some episodes in the past where I've had to cut a little bit short. So hopefully we gave you your full fill of breaking news with all the crazy stuff that you look forward to, even with a new segment of Agree to Disagree. Yay! Man.
You're making it hard to disagree when I'm switching it as you switch it.
Need a ping pong table down here, man.
Oh, I bought something on Whatnot.
Oh. What now?
It's over there in the white box. Anyways, we can talk about that later.
Okay.
It was someone that's been featured on the show. They had a message, "Hey, come and check out my stream." So I went on, and they were selling Disney minifigs.
No way. Okay.
And they literally had just pulled up Oswald. And they're like, "Hey!" So guess what I bought?
Are you going to count them on the clicker?
Yeah, once I open it, I will.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I said, "You got any more?" And he said, "Yep." And he pulled up those two, and then the stream was over.
Ah.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
It was
All
a very
right.
exciting thing.
Continues
So,
to grow.
Yeah, Moments of the Magic.
Let it
Check
grow.
him out on YouTube.
Moments of the Magic. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
I don't. Jimmy keeps asking me like, Dad, why don't you do stop motion? I'm like, I'm not doing.
Because I
stop
don't have the
motion.
patience for that.
The patience or like the space to do it because
The
you
what?
need space, like a specific space for it. Like there's like I have all the respect, full respect for you guys who do stop motion and do it well, like he does.
Yeah.
I'm not that person. No, I barely have the patience to do my own content creation, you know?
Yep.
So,
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, man, thanks. This is a great episode. I appreciate you watching. As Jabba always says, if you liked the episode, give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, send it over to your enemies. I think they'll appreciate that. And irregardless, we would like to thank today's sponsor.
We'd like to thank today's sponsor, Gah in a Bag, the Warrior Snack Food.